Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as that mom of five. For those of you who are new here, I want to use this opportunity to say thank you so much to those of you who are my returning subscribers. I really do appreciate it. And if you don't know, on this channel I share my journey as a student nurse with you. I share lifestyle videos which involves healthy cooking, story times, and maybe a bit of challenges. So if this is a kind of channel you want to be a part of, well, do not hesitate to smash the subscribe button there. Also hit on the notification bell, and the purpose of this bell is to notify you of any time I upload a new video. And don't forget to leave me a comment, like this video, and share it among your friends. So without wasting much of your time today, I thought I would come in here and share with you essential vital items you need as a nursing student in the UK. It might not necessarily be in the UK, but as a nursing student, you'll be needing most of these things. They are very, very essential, whatever word you want to call it. They are very important, they are essential, they are vital to your success on the nursing degree course. So these are the things I've got for myself, and I'll be giving you a bit of tips as well on how to get freebies. So without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So first thing first, you want to make sure you've got your tuition fees in place. You want to make sure you've already enrolled. You want to make sure you've already put in place your bursary, because as a nursing student in the UK, you tend to apply for your bursary through the government. So, and don't waste any time at all, because the later you leave this, the longer it's going to take before your bursary is being processed. And in case you're needing childcare, you need to make sure these applications are put in place, not later. Make sure at least as soon as you have notification that the application time is now open, that is when you want to make sure you put in all your applications. So assuming you've enrolled, you've put in your finances in place, the one thing first thing first, well, in case I just want to say, in case I'm glancing to my left or to my right, I've got all the items I'm going to be talking about. I've got them on my left here. So once I'm grabbing, maybe we should just use this like a free talk video, should we? So I've got like loads of the stuff that I have here that I was able to use, or that I was able to put in place for myself when I started my nursing degree course last year. So without wasting much of your time, like I said, first thing first, you've enrolled, and the other thing that you will be needing is once you enrolled, you should have your student ID. So with your student ID, you know you can easily lose that card. It might be a card, it might be like a wee fob. I don't know which one your uni uses, but University of West of Scotland, where I attend, we use a tiny ID card. So because I'm quite careless when it comes to cards and stuff like that, and I hate carrying wallet, so you want to get yourself one of these. And they sell them cheaply on eBay or on Amazon. But one tip I'm going to give you is this: if COVID allows, when open day is being done, there are going to be lots of organizations there with lots of freebies. So I got mine through Unison, and Unison was I present during my open day when I enrolled, and I was able to get this lanyard and this card free. So I saved my money. So try and get one of these as a holder for your ID card. And for me, when we go into exam hall, we also always go in with our ID cards. So this is one of the vital items you need: an ID card holder to hold your ID card, and just wear it around your neck, and that's you sorted. So that's one vital essential item out of there. Then two, you want to start with a backpack. Yeah, a backpack. Like, I know I'm a mature student, I'm sure we all know that. So, and I love carrying my handbags. It got to a stage whereby my handbags were starting to get very, very heavy for me when I have all of my items in it, when I have all of my notebooks, when I have all of my textbooks, when I have my lunch, everything. It was getting too heavy just to carry it onto one shoulder. So I decided to get myself a backpack, and this is the High Sierra backpack. I got this from Costco, and it's very, very durable. Like, it's got a space at the back where it's specially made for your laptop, and it's got this padding so that once the laptop is in there, it's perfectly secure, safe, so nothing's going to happen to your laptop while it's at the back. And it's got like lots of spaces, lots of pockets. you just need to get yourself a backpack, like a durable one with lots of pocket, because this backpack is going to come in handy, not for your lectures alone, but for when you start placement as well. So second item, most important, vital, essential as a nursing student, is backpack. You need that. So that out of place. Now let's start with stationaries. So when it comes to stationaries, you can never have too many stationaries, and one of them is a laptop. Yes, this is an old dandy laptop. I really want an Apple Mac laptop, because see, all this type of laptops, when you start putting lots of stuff on them, they get too slow and stuff like that. So you need a laptop. Yeah. So this is a very cheap one. I was able to get my laptop for, I think it was it about was it 280 or 300 pounds from Argos. Was it from Argos? Yeah, it was from Argos. So I got it during the sales, but as it is now, I'm quite tired of it. I'm saving for a MacBook laptop, if that's what they call it. So you need a laptop, and the importance of a laptop is that when you want to once you're ready to start writing your essays, you're definitely going to need the laptop. If you want to research other topics before class, you definitely need your laptop to kind of like just do basically your homework, because you don't want to start spending most of your time in the school library. As for me, I don't fancy using the school library because I get distracted while I'm out there. So I'd rather do my work at home on my laptop. So a laptop is a very, very essential, vital stationery, if we will call it that way, that you need as a nursing student in the UK, and to be successful and always on time. So that's out of place. Again, when we're talking about stationaries, you want to have USB pens. You can never have too many of these. So with these, most of my work from my first degree at uni, I still have them on this USB. You can never tell what will come handy in terms of articles, journals. You can never tell what's going to be of importance to you. So I've actually got two of these. They are 16. Is that 16? Right, this is an 8 GB and this is a 16 GB. So I still got my old uni stuff from the on this, and I have this new one for my nursing degree. So all of my year one, year two, all of my modules, whatever it is I'm studying at uni, goes into this USB, and it's quite portable. Like, look at that, and it's quite cheap as well. I think I got this 16 gig for about, no, this is actually 32 gig. So I think I got this for £8 something from Hagos. So yeah, and I've actually upgraded to a what's it called, to an external drive as well. So whichever one you want to use, you keep all of your files and uni stuff when you're carrying out your research. You want to save up all your work. So that's that USB done. And then you need and I love these ones because they're kind of like multicolored. See, when I'm writing my essays, or when I'm writing my notes, or I'm studying, if I feel like red, I use red for something I feel is important that I remember when I'm taking down my notes. I use red for that. I use my green for obviously a lecture or a note or a part of a module that I feel I'm quite confident in. If I should sit an exam on it, I use my green pen to write that. Like, you know what, if you ask me any question in regards to the topic, I'll be able to do that. So I use my green for that. So I just have like, I love these ones. So it saves it from carrying multiple pens all around, because it's got like all the colors in it. So these are quite cheap as well. At times they come single, but try and buy the multiple ones. You get them cheap when you go to WA Smith. I will leave a link of where I get these items, or where they sell them. So these were from WA Smith and they were quite cheap as well. So you need lots of pens. You can never tell as well. Pencils, I don't know why I've got them, but obviously I have pencils, and I also have colored pencils, and I'll tell you why I have these colored pencils down, I mean, later on towards the end of the video. Yeah, I've got colored pencils, and these were quite cheap as well. They were from WA Smith. I've got pencils. I don't know why I have them, but definitely I do have pencils. And you definitely need this sticky note assortment, especially for me. I'm a visual student who likes studying with textbooks. So when I'm reading through textbooks and I find something, these come handy. Just need to use it to mark the page, so it saves it from like, oh, I can't remember what page I got that from, or I can't remember what. So this help you mark that page, and then you can make a note on them to say, okay, this was what you found on that page, and that's why you've got that there. And I got these fancy ones as well. So yeah, they're my sticky page markers. So I use them on my textbook and even my notes as well. When I'm making notes and I want to try and remember what section or what page I'm using, I use this page markers. So you need page markers as well. Obviously, you need highlighters as well. Like I can't count how many of these I've got. I've got loads of these, but so far I can only find one. So I can only find one. So as a nursing student, you need your stationaries and loads of pens because you don't want to go to lectures without pen. And you don't want to be studying without your pen and your highlighter. So you definitely need all this. So when it comes, we're still talking about stationaries. I have my diaries. Yeah, I keep diaries. I've actually got um two diaries here. Yeah. So I've got this one here is a diary. So it's got like pages like that allows you jot your activities or your daily activities, allows you jot what you have for each day. So and it's got like short boxes as well, whereby like short calendar boxes. So if there's an urgent appointment that, or a date for an exam that you don't want to miss, instead of you going through the middle of the book of the diary, you can just put the date here. So you know, once you open the first few pages of the diary, you can just glance through it in the month. So this is a month one. Let's say for February, you've got those small boxes where you can just put in what is quite urgent or what is important that you don't forget in the page. So I've got that one. So diary is very, very important, and this is quite handy, so it can fit easily into an handbag or into a backpack. So I've got that. And I also have this one. Yeah, I know it's actually out of date now. So this is 2020, 2018, 2019. And why I've got this is because it's got like, look at that. It's got some very, very um important and motivating quotes in them. So I love diaries like this. I know I'm still trying to find one of this again. Last time I got this, I got it from TK Maxx, but I've not been able to find something like this. Hence why I've not upgraded yet, which was the reason why I upgraded to this one. So it's good to keep diaries for those important dates. You don't want to be missing anything when it comes to your nursing courses or nursing appointments or classes or skills classes. You don't want to be missing anything. So diaries are quite helpful. And I've also got a diary of a calendar on my mobile phone. So my mobile phone, I make sure once I'm writing my appointment in my diary, I'm putting it onto the calendar on my phone as well. So at least I've set the one on my mobile phone to remind me at least half an hour before the appointment or an hour before I'm meant to go for that appointment or I'm meant to go for that class. So that way I know I'm not missing out on anything. And I've also got like a weekly planner. So this has been very, very helpful for me, especially during the lockdown when we're studying at home. I was able to plan my days. Yeah, even though it was really, really boring, I was able to plan my days with this. So it's got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday there. And I just feel what I wanted to do for each day, what time, so what time to what time, and what I do next. So you need a weekly planner. This comes really handy. And when I'm revising as well, they do come handy as well. So I know what I've been able to study or what I've written down that I'm meant to study or that I'm quite confident that I've read up on. So weekly planner is quite important for you when it comes to stationaries. So other things I use as stationaries as well is that you need a like a pencil case or whatever you're going to call them. These were from NYX. They come quite handy. In fact, I've actually got two of these. See all those makeup bags? You can use them as your pencil cases or your pen holders. So all random stuffs goes in here, fragrances and cream, everything goes in here. So I've got one. You can just buy one of those makeup brushes pack. This was from NYX, and I think I paid £8 something for this. So you need a pouch like that. As a nursing student, this is an essential item as well for you. So like I said I have this was from my makeup brush. So I was like, you know what, my makeup brush are sitting in a cup somewhere. I can as well just keep other stuff in here. So in here I just have my staples, I have my stapler, I have my other like colored pens, I have my Sharpies, and I also have my voice recorder. So as a student, as a nursing student, it's very, very essential that you have a voice recorder. And I'll tell you reason, I mean, I will link a video up in the cards for why this is quite important for you, especially when you're studying for exam or when you're at the lecture hall. A voice recorder is very, very important. So those are the kind of stuff that I keep in here. So I have a smaller one that goes just in my handbag, and I have one that kind of like fits every other stuff that I don't want to put in another smaller pouch. So as a nursing student, this is an essential item for you. You don't have to buy a Zoeva. I mean, if you go into Superdrug, there are some cheaper pouches like this for £3 that you could just stuff everything in, and then when you need anything, you just go back in there and take whatever you need out of the pouch. So that's that. And then I've got these revision cards. So we're still talking about stationaries. I've got these revision cards. They're quite helpful. Like when you're revising for an exam, they come handy. They come handy. So you need this. In fact, I've got these ones. I've got the multicolored ones. I've also got these ones. They were actually from W.H. Smith, and I think there were 3 in a pack for like $5.99. So essential item for nursing students. Flashcards, revision cards, they are very, very essential for you. And then you need lots of Polly pockets. So I use this to hold lecture notes, or when I'm studying and I'm tearing out pages of the stuff that I've written on, I just tuck them in this. Nowadays I don't really use them, but if you are the kind of person who uses a folder, these will come handy for you, and they're quite cheap. I think they're like less than £1 from W.A. Smith or Pound Shop. So this is also, it's not actually vital, but at least just have it. You know, you can never tell when they will become useful or handy for you. Notebooks, I love these fancy ones. My fancy notebook. So I have each notebooks for each module. So as a nursing student, you want to make sure you have all of your lecture notes of your different modules separately. Even if you get these ones, if you're getting the bigger ones, try and get the ones with page dividers. So with this now, I can actually record 3 different modules in this because I've got the page demarcations. So once I'm going to uni, if I have to go for 2 lectures in a day, I don't have to carry multiple notebooks, and I only just need to carry this because I can fit in 3, and it just depends on my mood anyways. And then I quite like these fancy ones. They were on sale from TK Maxx, so I actually got this for £4, and they're just really, really like, it's quite fancy, so I love that. I've actually got one for each module. So yeah, and I also got these sticky labels just to let me know what module I'm recording in this book. And then when I'm studying as well, I just go in like that. Remember I told you about the multicolored pens, so this is how I use my multicolored pens, you know. But I think nowadays I actually love writing in purple pens. I don't know why. I mean, if any of you know why, please do let me know. Like when I write in black pen or blue pens, I actually don't, it kind of like my vision, I don't know, it has some sort of kind of like impact on my vision. But when I write with a purple pen, I can read it clearly. I don't understand. I probably need to pick that up with my optician, but yeah. So importance of multicolored pens and notepads, notebooks, and also folders. It is not all the time that your lecturers give out handouts, and when they do, I've got folders like this. So when I get, anytime handouts are being given, I just put them in folders with poly pockets already in them. I actually find these folders better than stocking poly pockets. I guess that's the reason why I've not been using my poly pockets. So these folders were from W.H. Smith, and I think I bought them on offer when they were being sold for 3 for the price of 2. So I've got loads of this for each module. So these were this contains handouts, journals from modules that I've already passed, but I can easily just go back into them if I need anything at any time. So hence why, you know, you keep anything your lecturers give you, you want to keep it, because they've taken out the time to print out the materials for you. You just don't want to chuck them. So for me, anything lecturers give in class, I keep them, or any reading materials that is available on Moodle or available on internet for students to study, I print them out, and when I print them out, they just go in there. So these are very, very handy, very, very handy. And that's another type as well, like, you know, all these very, very cheap, and they were from WA Smith as well. So this has 20 pockets in it. I think that one has about 40. So I think this was about 2.99 or so, but I did get them in an offer, three for the price of two. So yeah, Polly Pocket. We're still talking about stationaries. So now let's go to the most essential item you need as a nursing student going back. Either you're starting as a first timer at uni, or you're going back as a first year, or you're going back as a second year student. These are essential, and I believe you already know by now. Textbooks. Yeah, textbooks are an essential part of studying as a nursing student. And I must say these textbooks don't come cheap at all. Textbooks don't come cheap in any way. For me, I don't necessarily buy textbooks, but if I feel that textbook is important for me, or if the lecturers actually mention that it would be lovely if you like, have a textbook or something. I don't necessarily have to buy a textbook if a lecturer says you need this, but if a lecturer is giving out notes, lectures in class, and they are referring to stuff from a particular textbook, I will get such textbooks. So, like I said, I left secondary school maybe 20 years ago. And the last time I studied biology was maybe 20 years ago. So when we started studying anatomy and physiology, I struggled. Like when I started back last year at uni or at college, if you ask me what is the nervous system, I will have to crack my brain, because I did those stuff like that 20 years ago, and then I'm back at it, and then I'm studying it again. I know those, when you were studying, I'm sure you all know, studying back home in Nigeria is more or less like child abuse. I'm sorry to say, because those teachers never helped in any way. I can't believe, I've studied anatomy and physiology, which involves biology, body systems, and then I'm starting to study them again, and I'm struggling. So hence why the first textbook I bought when I went back to college was Anatomy and Physiology for Dummies. I'm not a dummy, but just because I want to understand where I am going, I just needed to get this textbook. So I got this book, Anatomy and Physiology for Dummies. It gives you the easiest explanation to anything related to anatomy and physiology that you have never heard, but you want to learn. Now, I'm proud to say, at least if you ask me a question on 5 body systems, I should be proud to answer any question on them, because this book has been very, very helpful. I don't know if they do still sell them, but I bought it as a second hand. But if I find this book anywhere online, I will link it in the description box for you. So if you're someone like me who is still struggling with anatomy and physiology, you need this. So as a nursing student, you need textbooks. You don't necessarily have to buy this, but as for me, I'd rather buy a textbook, and I don't have time to start queuing at the library for a textbook, because when you need a textbook, they are not always there in the library. So this has been of great help to me. And then the two other textbooks that I actually purchased was the Concise Human Body book. So when it comes to this book, it gives you all the various images in 3D, and it explains them, like it actually explains each vein in the body. Like, okay, say for instance you're studying the eyes from the human body. It gives you detailed information about the eyes, about the socket, like all the structure concerning the eyes. It gives you concise information about it. Like it gives you everything you need to know. Like even if you've not been told by your lecturer to study in depth, like it gives you all those information. Answer on this book, like I actually love it. So if I'm reading some stuff and I don't understand them, I just go in here to know, like, everything that a natural textbook will actually won't give you, this book does. So it's that, look at that, that's what it's called, the Concise Human book. So I'm gonna link, I think I bought this online from WA Smith, so I'm gonna link it in the description bar as well. So as a nursing student, you need textbooks. And I also bought the Nurses Anatomy and Physiology coloring book. I bought this when I started year 1, and hence why I said remember I told you I had colored pencils. This is why I bought the colored pencils. So they're like body systems, like you label, you color, and I do this when I'm studying. Yeah, when I'm trying to revise, I do this. So there's an actually textbook for this as well, but I decided to get the coloring book so that I can learn in depth about the body, human body system. So this is very, very good as well. I mean, you can never go wrong with this. So yeah, that's what it looks like there. I'm gonna link it in the description box. If I find where I bought this, I'll leave a link in there. So this is quite important. So as a nursing student, it is essential, it is vital that you have a textbook. And then I also got this one. Um, what's the other one I got? Right, okay. This is quite popular. Ross and Wilson Anatomy and Physiology is very, very popular among nursing students in the UK. So if you can get your hands on this book, please do. I remember my uni has an online access for this book, and to be honest, I don't like grabbing online books. I'd rather get a physical textbook. So online book, and the way the online access works, like only 50 students at a time can log in to use the online access. So if there's up to 50 students already on the access, the rest of you will need to queue. So at first I was like, how's that possible? Why are we queuing for online access books? So no, when I found that was just stressful and I needed the textbook, so I got myself one. So there it is. It's quite expensive, very, very pricey. But if you can get like a cheaper edition, there's not much difference in newer editions and later editions. To be honest, there's not much difference in it at all. So if you get used one or a lesser edition, go for it. It doesn't have to be like an updated version. But Ross and Wilson Anatomy and Physiology, it's a must, a vital, essential item, or was it called, stationery you need as a nursing student. And then I hate maths. I hate maths. Maths, mathematics, and essay writing, they are my enemy. So when you're a nursing student, you'll be dealing with calculations as well. So I got this book, Passing Calculation Test in Nursing. So we've done certain assessments in calculation. So that was actually quite easy, but that was after months, weeks and months of practicing. So this gives you detailed information on how to calculate tablets, how to do drug calculations, how to do your fluid calculating fluid output and fluid intake. It gives you examples on how to calculate body mass index and conversion of body weights. Like it's just there. If you struggle with calculations or you're just not grasping it, this textbook is quite good. It's good. I think I got this from the Sage Publishing online. I will link it. And why I got this from Sage Publishing was because as a student, like I said, you get freebies. So as a student, we got 33% as a student to buy if you buy off Sage. So if I'm to buy any book from Sage now, I have 33% I can use to get off to buy textbooks from them. And then year one of uni, we actually did some stuff in regards to sociology. Yeah, and sociology, I struggle with sociology, like I struggled, so I got myself this book, Haralambos and Holborn Sociology Themes and Perspectives. So I got this book and it actually helped me understand the different themes in sociology, like the bourgeoisies, the whatever it is they call them. So this book actually helped me a lot. The Marxism, you know, I'm actually happy I got this book. So it helped me in grasping information about sociology because I've never ever studied sociology before. And when I started studying sociology, it was as if I was studying French or I was studying German. Like, they are speaking that language and you're like, what the hell are they talking about? That was how my first lesson in sociology went. So I decided to get myself a sociology book. So there are various other things, other textbooks that you will needing as a nursing student, and this varies it varies upon what university you attend. Like for me, I'm at the University of West of Scotland, and some of these textbooks are part of the reading list or part of the extensive reading list. You don't necessarily have to buy them, but they've been listed by the lecturers too because they believe that it helps passing enough knowledge around. So I believe I've covered everything you need as a nursing student in the UK. I mean, the vital, essential materials that you need as a nursing student in the UK. I think I've covered all of that. Then, remember I said we'll leave the best juice to the last part. And like I said, if COVID allows, don't miss your open day. Even though I'm a second year student now, if open day happens again at my uni, I am going because you get loads of freebies. Yes, you get loads of freebies. So as a first time student, as a nursing student year one, you get your induction, you get open, I mean you get your open day where there will be like loads of maybe like lots of sellers that sell textbooks. There'll be lots of organizations, there'll be lots of clubs that you can join. There'll be lots of things that you can do, like, you know, if you want to keep active while at uni, there's lots of things you can do. So on those one of those days, like I said, you know, I got this bag full of freebies. So yeah, we had unison, in fact, freebies, and then it gets you fed as well. Last year we had pizza, like non-stop pizza with canned Coca-Cola, chilled ones. It was fun. So I was actually looking forward to this year. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does happen, you don't want to miss it. As a nursing student, as a newbie on campus, make sure you attend. Like, this bag was filled to the brim. Like, you get lots of stuff like bottles, you get this monocup sanitary, this rubber sanitary pad thingy. You get loads, like loads of, I can't even count, like pens. It's countless. So lots of freebies you get on your open day. So I guess this is the end of the video. I don't want to take much of your time. So as a nursing student who is going back to uni for the first time, as a first year student, or your second year going back just like me, or make sure you look through this video and get yourself prepared, get yourself stocked up. You might not have the money to do all of this at the same time, but obviously another tip again, don't go spending money anyhow, because all of these things you're going to be needing them as a nursing student. Like I said, it's not cheap to buy a laptop, it's not cheap to buy textbooks, it's not cheap to buy those vital essentials you need as a nursing student in the UK. So prepare now, don't leave it till later on. You don't want to start saying, oh, I need this, I don't know how to. So just make a list of what you need, and then once you make a list of at least the essential, the vital things, once you're able to get all of these things ready, then every other thing you need, you just kind of like pick and select what you need. I hope you found this video helpful. So if you find this video helpful, you're considering going into uni, or probably you've enrolled and started by now, please, if you find this video helpful, do let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to share this video. You can never tell who is going to help out there. And if you've enjoyed this video a lot and you still want to hear more from me as a nursing student in Glasgow in Scotland, why don't you smash the subscribe button so that you are back here again when I upload a new video. And also there's that tiny bell. Go on, click that bell so that you get notified, so that you don't miss any videos from me anytime I have uploaded a video. And I really do appreciate you all for watching this video till this moment, and I'll see you all in my next video. Have a fab day wherever you are. Bye.